Well, hello guys. I have come 25 miles away from my cabin to show you the log slide and the big wheels and the sleigh that they used to put the big logs on, that they would haul them to the log slide. And they have those here on display, but they're all closed up. So here's the building, and normally inside this building is where you can actually see the big wheels and the big sleigh. If you remember back to chapter 5 in our Michigan Studies book, we talked about the log slide and the big wheels when the lumberjacks came to Michigan. Remember the shanty boys and the lumberjacks, all of those groups we talked about. So I was coming out here today to show them to you. Well, I'm going to show you the poster that's here. But at least I can show you that. But I am really disappointed, and maybe I'll have to try to come back out. I'm not sure when they'll open it up, but we'll just have to see. So here's the poster they have. I'm going to turn my camera around. So there's a picture of the big wheels, the tools of the trade of the time of the logging days. So those big wheels, as you can see how small the man is in compared to the big wheels. Well, there's a set of big wheels inside this building, but we can't get in there right now. So I just have to show you the picture. And then here's a picture of the sleigh. It's loaded with logs, and the oxen or horses would pull the sleigh. And we are at, as you can see the title there on the side, the log slide. And so I'm going to walk on up. As you can see up there, there's the sandy area, the highest part of this hilly area. And just over that, I'll pause it here for a second, and just over that hill is where the log slide is, and then I will get up there and I'll start the video again. So this might be a little jumbled because I'm going to pause it and start it and pause it and start it, but at least you'll get a chance to see some of these things firsthand. Okay, so here is another poster that they have on display here, and it shows you what the log slide actually looks like. It's a huge hill. And then they would lower the logs over the side, and then they would float the logs down the Lake Superior to the sawmills. So this was another picture really quick. Okay, now here I stand at the top of that sandy hill that I showed you just a couple seconds ago. And this is the view from the top. That is Lake Superior out there. Huge, massive lake. The water's such a pretty blue color today. And then I'm going to walk forward so you can kind of see. I know it'll probably jiggle the camera a little bit. Walking in the sand is a little bit crazy. But you'll be able to see over the edge where they used to throw the logs down to Lake Superior to float them to the sawmill. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to watch the jiggling. So here I've walked over the crest of the hill, and now you can look down, 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 and see that it's way down there to the bottom. What did they say, 300 feet?
300 feet vertical, 500.
So 300 feet down there is how far it is to get to the bottom. And I just talked to some people coming up, and they said it's a long way up. They said it's a better view from the top, look from above. So that's what we're doing. We're looking from above. But again, here's Lake Superior. Way over there, there's a little bitty lighthouse. And then over here, there's also a picture of the rocky cliffs in our Michigan Studies book that you can see over there beyond the hill close. So there's some of those rocky cliffs and sandy cliffs. But yeah, way down there, 300 feet down there is where they used to throw the logs. So here is the picture that tells how far it is from the top to the bottom of the log slide. It said the log slide descends 500 feet, 300 vertical feet, but 500 feet climbing up that actual big sandy hill. I know when my family was here a couple years ago, it took them more than 10 minutes to get back up. It's a long ways up that hill. So then here's some more of that. So here's another picture at that same area where the log slide is. Just past where you can see that post sticking up. Beyond that, over that little hill, is where we were standing before. And here's just a better view. You can see a lot farther, all the way around the cove, out onto Lake Superior. And then again over here, way over there in that little bitty knoll out there is that little lighthouse. But here's another view to kind of see how far down there it is. It's a long ways. There used to be a platform right where we're standing right now, and it washed away. It fell right down into the lake, The snow is so hard up here on things. A lot of tree damage this past winter, a lot of things like that. Takes out the snow is so wet and so heavy, it causes a lot of damage to things up here. All right, so this has been the log slide. Pretty cool view. First hand for you guys. Now I'm going to head back to the lookout where I pick up the rocks and stones that I gave you guys at the beginning of the year. So we got to go back the road we came for about 5 to 7 miles, and we're going to go back to the lookout, and that's where I'm going to show you where I picked up the rocks and stones. And we're going to still see Lake Superior, but just from a different view.